Welcome to Wrestling on the Rocks, where every show is like the first show. We will never figure this shit out.
Yeah.
That is our oath and our pledge to you. We're not getting any better.
You guys got 2 shows in one night?
Yeah.
Double the content.
Yeah.
You spoiled fucks.
You're welcome.
That first show was short. It was a breeze, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was a good one. Matter of fact, I think we covered all the best stuff.
Yeah. We recapped.
We recapped all the highlights in the first show. So
There's not enough liquor missing for our last call, so we gotta drink a little bit more.
we're going to have to hit it. All right. So, a couple things. New release. 2K20 live and in color. I got the deluxe edition because I didn't want all the stupid SmackDown shit. I'm doing an unboxing.
Yeah.
This is the lamest fucking unboxing ever.
And it's the game! Oh!
I like how he's on it and he ain't been on TV in like a fucking year.
Yeah, but when he was dressed like that. So
Yeah.
on the back, we got John Cena. We got Brock Lesnar. We got Stone Cold versus The Undertaker. And we got Bailey's ass. I didn't
Wait,
make
what?
it. That's what it is. I didn't make it, man. I didn't make this. I'm
Yeah,
just
at least it's
reporting
not-
it.
At least it's not the lazy shot.
It's not. I mean, I get it. It's supposed to be like an entrance thing, but she's never had an entrance like that.
Yeah.
And the disc is loose.
What's up, Stackhouse?
Hey, Stackhouse! Whoop, whoop! Stackhouse! Whoop, whoop! Let's see. That was the first time I caught the intro. It was pretty cool. Oh, nice! Yeah, I'm glad we replayed it. We played it twice. So I hope you caught the second one.
It's totally for Stackhouse.
Yeah, I was like, you know what? Give Stackhouse another chance.
Really, we're your personal performers at this point.
Let's see. Supercard
Put
stuff.
your codes on.
We're low quality imaging. Yeah, I'm like, check it out, the code.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah, by the time I log in, what the fuck? It's not working. This is bullshit.
Showcase credit cards next.
Yeah. Cool. So that's it. That's everything. That's it. Unboxing. Video game. I didn't get the Super Turbo SmackDown edition because getting a Edge or what was the other option?
Ray
Mysterio
Ray, I
autograph.
really like.
Did you hear about what happened? A lot of people got the Edge one, did not get it signed. They sent out the photos and they were not signed. So Edge tweeted out, "I'm hearing a lot of people are having this happen. I'm filming a movie. Once I'm back, I'll be setting up a PO box for you to ship me those photos and I will sign them." But a lot of people didn't get it.
Wow. That's insane.
And there's probably going to be a lot of patches pretty rapidly after the game's coming out.
Yeah, I like a lot of what I've seen so far of the game. Bianca Belair,
Glitch.
the Charlotte glitch, where the ref is like seizing too. I like because the ref is stuck. Is the glitch? He's stuck like this, and he's shaking and twisting, and then she does her move, and her head ends up in his crotch, and because he's just like this, he's like.
He's overseeing Mandy Rose.
Yeah, it's amazing. And then she gets up, moves around, and he just like crumbles even more and starts twisting like it's.
Takes a nap.
Yeah, it's insane. Watching it, I thought it was great. What are the Supercard things this year? I believe it's actually Roman and Becky Lynch. Becky Lynch and Roman Reigns, yep. Scan now to get 2 Becky Lynch cards, 1 Roman Reigns cards, and 1 WWE 2K card back. So, yeah, SummerSlam 2019 tier. So, Roman and Becky. 2 Becky, 1 Roman. It's the best you can ask for.
It's got disaster written all over it.
Just for
Oh, good lord. That's a horrible idea. This has got to come back down.
Because of this pyramid, you dork.
My favorite one was the Bianca Belair. It showed next to 2019 and 2020. And 2019, she's coming out swinging it, and it's all swinging it. And then 2020, she comes out and she's like going like this, and it's just like a branch going like this. Like just this stick out kind of.
it's like a fucking pipe cleaner.
Yeah, it was amazing. I thought it was hysterical. I really liked it.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of bad reviews about.
Well,
Yeah,
this
I do
one.
agree that some of the graphics do look worse than last year, but you had a good outlook on that.
Well, partly so. One of the things I think, and I read, is that they are redoing the engine for mechanics. And there's a lot of performance issues. Last year it looked great, but there's a lot of performance issues in the game. So, though it does look like there's a lot of glitches, so it's not going to help this argument I'm making. But hopefully the goal is to improve performance. Because one thing I said a lot playing the last couple of games and why I didn't get this was it felt... The best WWE game was Here Comes the Pain, or the Raw versus SmackDown ones. These feel harder to play than that. They feel like it's hard to pick a person to fight. The mini games when you're getting a pinfall get really more frustrating than just let me button mash and get out of this.
I hated the submissions.
Yeah,
Submissions
Stupid.
were-
The,
yeah,
it
I
doesn't.
hated that shit.
yeah.
And it doesn't.
And then it didn't work back the other direction, right? So like I was trying to do one of the tower things in the last one, and I was like, I think I was Paige in this thing, and if I got my submission on, I was there for like 20 minutes smashing. They'd have absolutely no health. I'm like, fuck. If they got a submission on me at all, didn't matter. I was done.
Yeah.
That was it. Match over. And I was like, you'd be fucking kidding me. I forget who I was against, but like you had to win by submission. And it was something where it's like they had absolutely no health. I was just fucking crushing them because I was on a good one that night, and I was like, I'm doing good, I'm the best. And then fucking one submission in, that's it. I can't get out. But I was sitting there submission after submission, being like, this is it, this is the one. And so like it goes all the way down, and it's like, and I was like, fuck.
It feels a little bit like I think and they weren't even wrestling games, but they were the Def Jam games.
Oh
Were
yeah.
fantastic. Well, except for the last one, they were fantastic wrestling games. They would have been. I kind of wish that style had come back because the fight mechanics, the ability, like in a tag match, to rapidly pick who you're
NWO
fighting.
versus WCW. You brought back those same mechanics where it's all like, hey, you can go up, down, left, or right, and each one of the buttons does a different thing, and that's all you need to know. Boom. Okay, fine. Like, and then what was it? The submissions were like, if you got 3 on, it was over or something like that. You know what I mean? Like it was something much more simplistic than just being like, ah! But yeah, I was really, if the mechanics would be better, then I was more into it. I don't mind the graphics being a little bit less, but at the same time, I thought it was funny that this week on SmackDown, Corey Graves was like, I'm so excited because every year the graphics are so much better than the last. And I was like, he hasn't seen this game yet.
No.
He has no idea. He wouldn't have said that. But ultimately, I knew I was going to get it no matter what because A, Becky Lynch is on the cover, and B, the story mode is the 4 Horsewomen, and I'm going to support that concept. I want this to sell well so they know that people still like that kind of stuff. And this game has evolution in it.
Yeah, but the game sucks.
Doesn't matter. I got to support it.
It takes a back step from previous years.
We're in a
I
neat.
got to support it.
Yeah, well, and we're in a neat time with games where they're able to patch and fix.
That's true.
Like Fallout 76 when it came out, and I know this is not wrestling related, was god fucking awful as a game. And it's decent now. Like I play, I'm like, oh, this is pretty good.
That was not believable because of the way your voice went.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, this is a good game, bro.
I tried playing Fallout once and it was terrible.
Like 76 or like one of the older ones.
I don't remember.
Did he
Probably
play
it was
Fallout
one
in
of them.
76?
What?
No, it wasn't even out yet.
It's on like Fallout 3. There's 76 of them now.
Yeah, fuck.
Yeah, kind of canon-wise.
Yeah.
3, New Vegas. 4, 76. Okay, I don't really care. You're not even... I gotta rep it because I have a tattoo of the fucking thing.
Good point. Good point. Yeah, I think someone else brought up the fact
Gotta
is like if
support
you
it.
could patch in entire mechanisms like the Create a Championship, why is it impossible for them to patch in a different look for a character like a heel Bailey? We're not gonna have a heel Bailey in this game, but that's what everyone's talking about. I was like, why couldn't you patch in new gear? Why couldn't one of the accelerator packs have more?
Cain Velasquez.
Yeah, pop it in Cain Velasquez. Do something cool that's like really super relevant, and because the games, whatever year they're numbered, always feels like the year before. And if you were able to put in an entire mechanism like Create a Championship, there's no reason why you couldn't just give KO tattoos. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't seem to be impossible through an update. But I got to support the women of wrestling.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. Stackhouse, did you check out AEW Dark? And if so, how was Taz? I'm more excited to hear Taz talk than I am to watch any of those matches. There might be a good match on there. I don't know who's on them.
They're not bad. They're just...
Did you watch the AEW Dark today?
No. I
well,
literally
tell me.
drove from work to here.
That's what I'm saying. So I don't know. Sometimes there was a match on each one of the last two where there was like one match I was interested in seeing, the other matches not so much. I don't even know which ones are on this one. But AEW Dark happened today, so did NWA Power. So if you're powering through to here, then we thank you very much. And you don't have to watch those without your drinking buddies. Go check out prowrestlingtees.com/wrestlingontherocks.
Hey.
Is it up there?
You can grab your number one fans Stackhouse shirt as well, because Stackhouse is okay.
Yeah.
Let's see. He said it was cool. You could tell he did his research. That's cool. I feel like that Taz has been. I feel like he's been. That's what his goal was. The way he's been talking about AEW the whole time, and the way he's been eyeballing, the way he's changed his tune about Orange Cassidy all of a sudden. He went from watching Orange Cassidy and talking about it with Conrad on the podcast, and he was like laughing, and he goes, "I can see why people would like it, but I'm telling you right now," he goes, "if I was in the ring with him, I would have knocked him the fuck out." He goes, He goes, "I also see exactly why people hate it." He went from this like, some people like it, but it's not my thing, to saying that he thinks it's the single greatest gimmick in wrestling right now.
It's all about the paycheck.
Well, he said it before the paycheck, so but he did. I think it's been what he's been trying to get to. Once he started saying it that way about Orange Cassidy, I was like, what? Now, his argument was sound that it is probably the single most unique.
Yeah.
I can see that. I've never seen anything like it. But to me, that's not all it takes, because I've also never seen anybody go out there and just rub shit all over the audience. Wait, no, I feel like I have.
G.G. Allen.
Just last week.
Yeah.
Hell in a Cell.
I love living next to an airbase.
We're not near an airbase. We're just in a shitty part of town.
Every day it flies over. Every day.
Every day they're looking for someone. That's a search copter, dude.
Yeah. Yeah. That's true.
Well,
Yeah.
I know that because when I've gone in the backyard,
They fucking spotlight
yeah,
her.
they spotlight. I'm like, I'm not doing it.
Yeah, like,
I
oh,
live
there she goes.
Start dancing.
Yeah.
shit
I
my
live
pants.
here.
Who shit my pants?
But it's because we live here that we can afford all of this.
Yeah.
All of this glory.
Half of this shit's like gifts. Or something I got for 50% off. I haven't paid full price for anything out here. So,
All this shit.
yeah. Yeah. Keep the rent down. Thanks, buddy.
So you're gonna buy the Undertaker belt when it drops down?
If it got down to $150, yes. But it's $750 now, and I don't want it.
I'm making fun of you if you get it, no matter what the price is, because it's fuck ugly.
It's not horrible.
It looks like the Diva butterfly belt.
It looks
Sort of reminds me
reminiscent of the Divas butterfly belt. I like the numbers that they put on them and the meaning of them. I really like that it comes in a casket display case. It's a fucking casket you open up and it's purple velvet and there's the fucking belt in
That's
there.
fine,
I'm
but the
that's
belt
cool.
is hideous.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
It looks like Roman Reigns' logo, the center plate.
Kind of does.
What? Are you talking about a shield?
Ours.
Yeah. It looks like
It's the Undertaker's logo. What are you talking about?
makes me think of Roman Reigns. Like I could see Roman Reigns
Why do you
coming
think about
out.
Roman Reigns all the goddamn time? That's not Undertaker's fault.
I'm just.
It has a side plate that's an urn.
Roman's his favorite.
Do you look
He was my favorite character in Fast and Hobbs and Shaw, as they focused cameras on him for 30 fucking minutes, and he said ooh ah, and did a Superman punch.
That's a main event right there.
No. The entire time you wondered, is he going to talk? No, he isn't.
Yeah. Here he goes. He's going to say something. Oh, he coughed.
Didn't even say his name. Find out in the credits. Mateo.
Oh, potatoes.
Oh, potatoes.
Let's see. Chom. Oh, shit. Dude, look at this.
What?
You can just move that shit over. Did you know that shit?
What are you looking at?
Dude, the iPad's pretty fucking cool. I don't know if you guys have seen them yet, but I've been trying to figure out how to fucking indent this shit forever. It turns out you just slide it over. You just go, I'd like this here now. And it's like, all right.
You just sounded like my parents. This iPad's pretty cool. I don't know if you've seen it.
They didn't know you had that. They can only see a belt.
This is good. I'm going to do this in all of them. It's too much of a list
All
for
right,
my
commercial
phone.
break, guys.
Yeah,
Thank
all right.
you.
Yeah, I'll
If
be
you
back.
were-
I got to learn this.
If you were tuning in for the first time, welcome.
Yeah, thank you for tuning in where the first show is every show.
Let me call Ben. He'll help out.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Well, let's get into it. What an exciting week to be a wrestling fan.
It wasn't bad if you're watching the stuff we typically cover. There was some really cool stuff that we don't give a shit about typically.
Yeah, we'll find out. Let's see. I'm going to put this This was one of my top things. Was William Regal. The way that they utilize William Regal in NXT as a fucking legitimate authority figure who makes decisions, who makes matches happen, who will tell you right there to your face that this is not how that's gonna go. Fucking sweet. We don't have an authority figure like that on any wrestling program right now.
Yeah.
And he comes off super legitimate, where at first he was very calm and like, this is what we're going to do, and it's unfortunate this thing, and we're going to have this little match. And then fucking
Piss him off. And
Roderick Strong goes out there, fucks around, and he's all like, no fucking around! You don't fuck around on my show! I'll fuck you up! And it was great. I believed it.
I like that he dropped his fake English accent. Let's just imagine.
He
No.
doesn't have a fake English accent.
No, I know, but like if he talked like you just talked, I would think it'd be hilarious. Like, okay, in my head, it was a funny idea of like him just.
What the fuck is happening over there? God, I need more to drink.
Kevlar's already regretting being here.
God damn it. Welcome back, Kevlar.
All right.
Did you watch the last week's show? You haven't seen any of ours yet, because you don't want spoilers. We began the last show with our new guest host, Gabe, and I introduced him as you and said, look, we made him better looking. And he goes, yeah, thanks, by the way. I've been really looking
Look at you now, Gabe.
So, yeah, I thought William Regal as an authority figure.
Makeup's off.
Yeah. It washed off. Was really cool. It was really cool to see him in that light and see him utilized that way, especially when you think of the authority figures we've been getting and kind of the laissez-faire reffing, we shall say, on every show
God.
where someone's not coming out and saying, that's not how this is going to go down. It's cool that William Regal has already established himself as the kind of presence where if there's a shit fucking finish because of a ref, he can go out there, pull that ref out, put a new one in, and you'd be like, fuck yeah, Regal, do it! Like, you'd believe it, you know? But right now, it's kind of
reverse a decision.
Yeah.
Like that.
100%. And that's what I thought was coolest about that is it looked to me like it could lead into something like that, where if there was something like that, easily you could reverse a decision that he didn't agree with.
Yeah. Yeah. Like
Regal's
that.
just good, man.
Yeah.
He's just good.
No, I can't think of a role he's been in where I've been upset with him. He's always just put
You
everything.
love the man's man?
I was cool with the man's man.
I'm not shocked.
It was a good.
I am not shocked.
Because he put himself into everything. I'm like, okay.
He put himself into the man's man.
This is going well.
No wonder you liked it. Because Regal doesn't half-ass anything. He balls deeps everything. All right, so just as a side note, are you not going to use any of the pictures that we sent you?
You did not send me. You sent
William
me,
Regal? I definitely did.
Not through.
You wanted them all airdropped?
You said you were going to.
I said I could if you need them, and then you didn't say anything about that.
I was like, okay.
Oh, Misty Shade!
What's up?
What's up, Misty?
Cheers.
Cheers. All right, so
Why did they put corks? Yeah, why did they put corks in like liquor bottles? Side note, because it is just to make you feel like a pirate. Because we have better ways to close bottles now,
to close what?
like these. Like
I think once they're open, they seal better.
Oh, yeah.
like
Also, a lot of things you'd be surprised are done for ambiance and not for
I like biting them and spitting them.
anything else.
Pirate.
The corks on what the fuck? Oh, there it is. The corks in wine are largely made of rubber now because people think that the ambiance of opening a cork is just as important as the flavor of the wine, and cork ruins wine because it gets moldy, and that's why so many nice wines started coming with a twist top to protect the wine. And
people get all like.
people got all fucking banana shaped being like, why is this fucking expensive wine got a shitty ass twist top kind of a deal? And it's like, to protect it.
We got a corkscrew for nothing.
Yeah.
What
So
the
they put rubber corks in there. I don't know, little history lesson for you. If you like drinking and you like wrestling, you're in the right spot.
Yeah. Yeah. Two already.
Don't force the claims.
All right. So let's see. Let's go into. We'll go clump.
Top 5.
Top 5.
I really don't have a top.
I'm gonna
You
get
got
this one out of the way because you'll both disagree with me.
Boo!
That's fair. A Boy and His Dinosaur versus the Lucha Brothers. These are my top 5.
Well, the dinosaur wasn't there.
Yeah, I know. So Marco Stunt and other
Boy
tiny.
and a
Okay,
boy.
so
A
that's
boy and his
Jurassic
boys.
Express. Jurassic Express.
Yeah.
See, this was actually towards my bottom 5. Almost made my bottom 5.
There were things that upset me about it, but I want to know what you liked about it.
So I don't know if it was like me having a fever.
Yep, there we go.
Locked it down. Moving on. No,
I was like, this is fucking like this is cool to watch. I was really happy seeing all of the things on Reddit. So I was like, oh, this is really nice. I enjoyed that.
People come in his defense and stuff.
And I enjoyed it was a spot fest, but I was like, okay, this is cool.
Right,
and
who's
he
defense?
did move around like a motherfucker
So
too.
Marco Stunt, everyone was saying, well, half of the internet was being like, you're out of your goddamn mind. You want me to believe in any of this shit? And the other half was like, Rey Mysterio was small, and everyone else was like, a different kind of fucking small.
He was short.
Yeah,
he also
there's
had
a
muscle.
difference. He was
Yeah.
also fucking 300 pounds.
Yeah. He's only 4'3" but 300 pounds.
Yeah.
I mean, I
It's
was
a different kind of small.
yeah,
But
but I enjoyed it. I enjoyed watching the match. I enjoyed like the toss spot where he like lands into a spit like into a DDT. I was like, that's really cool, and that makes sense because it's using mass. I'm like, I can see that working. So there was stuff there. Was it
There was
perfect?
some.
No. Was it a lot of let me help you do your move? Yeah, I think it was, but it was less so than Young Bucks and Lucha Brothers.
that's
at
true. Young Bucks and Lucha Brothers work together like they don't know whose team they're on.
Yeah. Matt, why are you hitting me? Nick, oh shit, Nick.
Phoenix needs to do a move on you, dude.
Yeah, just dick kick him.
Yeah. So yeah, Young Bucks and the Lucha Brothers don't seem to know that they are on separate teams, so they work together an awful lot. I agree that I didn't think the match was just totally garbage. There were parts of it that definitely took me out of it. Parts of it that I thought were a little bit shitty. I also thought this would have been a totally fine mechanism to show the dominance of the Lucha Brothers and show just how much the Jurassic Express need Luchasaurus in what could have been a pretty crazy cool squash match that the Jurassic Express could come back from
Yeah.
and
See-
become underdogs.
But see, that was the problem with you watching it because during the picture-in-picture, it was all Lucha Brothers just dominating them.
Was it?
Yeah, like bad where it's like, all right, this match is over. And then, hey, welcome back. And all of a sudden,
Marco's doing all
Yeah.
shit. Oh. Yeah, that's just it too. I don't get to watch it live, so I watch the showing right after the live. So they go live and then they immediately play it back. They don't play it back with picture.
Just want to kind of clarify our format, producer here. So whatever's in our top or bottom, whether it's AEW or WWE, we're kind of just going to be mixing.
We're doing top 5 and bottom 5. So effectively, each of us have a list of our 5 favorite things of the week across every single show, and then our least favorite things across every single show.
it's our high five and low five.
Yeah, high five and a how's your father is what we're doing. So it just so happened that my top 5 started with William Regal. His top 5 started with Marco Stunt because we like different things in wrestling.
Yeah. Yeah. I will ask this also based
So
on.
we will get. It is going to be a mix, is what it is.
Yeah.
This is a fucking tossed salad of wrestling.
Favorite
Yes.
kind of salad. Well, and the reason why I was going to say it's on my bottom 5 is because the way AEW started out. With the Lucha Brothers going out there and attacking SCU for no reason. Well, I guess there's some animosity or
I don't
whatever.
know what it was.
Yeah.
They didn't really
Yeah,
cover
They
it.
didn't
kinda
really.
built on that,
Yeah. So they attack them, this and that. SCU wins. I thought it would have been huge, especially with the Young Bucks, losing in the first round, which I called, or I said if AEW had balls, they'd do that.
It's true.
And they got the cojones, apparently.
They got some
But-
semblance of cojones.
Yeah. They're there. They're a little shriveled.
Yeah.
But anyways, SCU didn't make an appearance. I thought it would have been huge if SCU went out there and cost the Lucha Brothers the match.
That okay, yeah.
And I was waiting for that. The whole time I was waiting for it. I was watching the picture-in-picture, and that is on my bottom 5. But I was watching
We're not
it.
there yet.
I was watching it, and I was waiting for it, and nothing happened. And I was like, "This is stupid. It makes no sense." SCU looked like a couple of punks that got punked out, and
Yeah.
that's it.
Yeah. And then and Marco Stunt looked like I can't buy him doing a Hurricane Run. There's stuff I can buy him doing, but a Hurricane Run is not one of them. He doesn't have the leg muscle to pull someone down by their head into a flip type thing.
Could buy him more than Riho, because that's the
Yes.
thing. Is I was like,
Yes.
That-
he does better than Riho.
That was
So he could be the women's champion.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
Got that going.
Yeah.
for it.
This is an all equal show. AEW, everyone's inclusive, right?
All equal wrestling.
All
AEW.
equal wrestling.
Holy fuck!
Yeah, Club's all mad about it.
Yes.
Like, what do I do?
The table just breaks.
You know I love chanting.
There's been
He
times,
just Strowman's it. Just
times late in this where I'm tired. I'm like, I wonder if I just lean in this "Can I break the middle?" So I just kind of like elbow down a little bit and be like, I wonder if it'll go
I
through.
swear to God, if you do.
Be the best episode ever. I know.
My boss would text me being like, I understand you'll be late tomorrow. He tunes in sometimes, it's funny.
So does mine.
not mine. Cheers.
So you liked the internet community coming to Marco's behalf too, because I thought it was a little interesting that Jericho tried to compare himself to Marco Stunt. And I was like, get your head out of your ass, dude. Because he was like, I was told I was too small.
Can we just like make like a generic
He's almost a giant in AEW. It's
Yes.
funny. Like, I was noticing that.
You haven't seen Sunny Days in a bit. That's the other big fucker.
Yeah, no, there's no reason why not. Stackhouse thinks that even Rio has some size on Marco Stunt.
It's
He's
bad.
tiny.
Well, it's bad when Cheeseburger can gorilla press him from ROH.
Yeah.
Producer here, I don't mind if someone's tiny. They just have to do something else that makes me believe that they can't kick my ass. Because I didn't feel like he was tough.
Maybe
at
it's
all.
because I know he can kick my ass. Because I'm not a fighter. So everyone here looks
I
great.
mean, that's kind of just like a general what I noticed.
But he's in that profession.
I did when I was at Starcast. I went to karaoke, and they said there was going to be all sorts of wrestling stars there, and I was like, okay. I got there and I text the producer, and I was like, yeah, you didn't miss anything. There's absolutely no wrestlers down here, but there is Bill Apter, so I'm gonna get his autograph. And I was like, but there's no one else. I was like, there is this little kid here. I don't know how he got in, but he's a good singer. Turned out it was Marco Stunt. It was, and I could pull up the text. I was like, there's some kid here. I was like, which is cool. They're letting all the kids in. You know.
God damn it.
Yeah, and it was him. And then we were watching Double or Nothing, the Battle Royal in the beginning. I was all like, oh shit, there's that kid from the other night. That's funny they think he's a star.
Stands on almost as tall as a legless fucker.
He was small.
Yeah, small.
Like Zelina small.
Yeah.
'Cause
Oh, yeah, for
when
sure.
you saw Zelina, you thought she was like.
I thought there was a kid in the back.
And like with Jericho's tweet about it, that was one of the things that was like really negative to me because with everything and Jericho, it's not even that he comes to the defense of AEW. He literally is like, oh, there's something people are talking about. I have to relate it to myself now.
Yeah, should be me.
Yeah, it's you almost and it. What's funny is it fits his gimmick, but I don't think those are him being part of his gimmick. That's
He was
just
being genuine, I think.
yeah, he's shit as a person.
Yeah.
Oh man.
So what was if you guys have anything to say about any of these things, go ahead and chime in. We're just kind of moving through them a little bit. What was on your top of the list?
I only have 3.
All right, we'll say one of the things, one of the 5.
I really got excited that Flair tweeted out about Gilbert.
Flair tweeted about Gilbert. Pretty cool.
Yeah.
What did he say? I didn't receive the tweet.
Oh my god.
I forget.
Now I gotta
Never
fucking find it.
mind. Never
Good
mind.
lord.
It was something. It was something to the effect of Hogan
Twitter.
getting Gilbert on Team Hogan.
Yeah,
For
he asked
Saudi
Hogan who
Arabia.
he was gonna get.
Never mind. Forget it. Move on.
I'll find it. Let's see.
Comes up and have Ricochet and someone else fucking holding his sparklers.
Yeah.
Gilbert.
It was. Man, he takes a lot of videos of himself. A lot of videos of himself. We're gonna find it. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Where every show is like our first show.
Forget it.
There it is. Even the team captain doesn't want to go up against Team Flair. Hulk Hogan, you're down to 2. Maybe you can call some new stars. Gilbert, Johnny Rods, Backlund. Woo! Hashtag WWE Crown Jewel.
Doesn't Bob Backlund have a political race to lose? Because he always runs for some. He always runs.
He's also
for some,
like the most fit dude in every room. He does headstands still. Yeah. It's crazy. The guy's a maniac.
have him in a room with Jericho, and Jericho might try, and then his fat ass will fall the fuck over.
No fat ass's ass. Yeah, I actually, while you're on it, I liked Ric Flair on Raw. I thought he did a really good job. It was funny. He looked like he was having the time of his life. It was hard not to be entertained by him. Just loving what was happening.
See, I can't tell if he's loving life, living in the moment right then, and going balls to the wall, or if he's got like dementia coming on.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
Either
Same.
way, it's entertaining.
Either way, it's entertaining, and you feel for him.
I mean, at worst, it's like Jimmy Snuka.
It looks
Ric
like
Flair has murdered no one.
it looks like the best kind of dementia. He looks happy as
Yeah,
hell.
that's the best.
Got an excited dementia.
Yeah. Man, he makes me want dementia.
Yeah, now I'm excited. It's not
Yeah,
all
let's
depressing.
do it.
Just out there. Woo! Pancakes are ready. Woo! What? Woo!
That's actually why I put out the Winged Eagle belt today, because of Ric Flair. Because he's a 16-10. Did you see how this time they changed it?
I was gonna say.
Yeah, the graphic was updated, so it said 16. It was almost like the 6 was a little bit bigger than the other one. And I'm just like, just so you know.
They've done real counts of what his title reign would be, and it's way higher than 16. Like
Oh,
if you did
yeah,
world
yeah,
titles
Yeah,
across, like
yeah.
Yeah, it's something ridiculous. Although, if you counted all the titles that Jerry Lawler has won, it's the highest. It's over 200. He's won every title that he can find in the country. If there's one he hasn't had yet, he'll call him up and make out, but I grab that one now.
my name's Jerry. I'm here for your
Is that
title.
why?
What?
Yeah.
Is that why WWE put him back on commentary so he wouldn't
To
go
get
after
the Universal
AEW?
title. Yeah, so he wouldn't get AEW's title.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's the days are drawing down before he gets the 24/7 belt.
Oh, yeah. Oh, it's going to be great. It's going to be great.
Thought we already had it.
Let's see, which brings us back to the worst list, Chaw, which brings me to Riho versus Britt Baker.
On your bottom?
That was in one of the worst things that could have ever happened to wrestling.
That was on my bottom as well.
Was it?
Yep.
All right. Let's see. I wrote down sloppy, terrible facials. Riho again positioned as a powerhouse and striker. She's
Sloppy.
doing a lot of. What is sloppy?
Sloppy
Very
terrible,
sloppy.
sloppy terrible facials is a website I go to after I get out of here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's maybe what was up in my mind. Let's see. At times they were clearly not sure what the other one was doing, and they weren't working together at all. At other times they were putting moves on themselves because the other person couldn't lock it in right. JR went out of his way to make a point to say that Britt Baker asked to not have her black eye covered by her makeup as they zoomed into her incredibly thick makeup that covered her black eye.
Yeah.
And I was like, what? Like, don't go out of your way to do, because you had to look real fucking, because the camera was so close, and it got to the point where it's all like, you could write in that makeup.
Yeah.
You could just wash me. You know what I mean?
He should have like huffed it over. He should have had commentary cut to the and then him elbow her.
Yeah.
No.
She did have a legit black eye from B. Priestley, but they covered it with a shit ton of makeup. And he's like, she didn't want it covered. I was like, well, he did it, so.
Oh, Stackhouse mentioning.
Pinned her the fuck down and did it.
Stackhouse says he saw something where they recognized Flair as an 18-time champion. They decided to recognize a couple switches in Puerto Rico. That's funny, because some of those things they talked about, even with Harley Race, some of those title changes were like during NWA days and such, where they'd go there and the guys who were top down there would like pay like 10 or 20 grand to flip me the title tonight, and then they would just leave with the title the next day anyways. You know what I mean? Because it was like it didn't have to happen, but it would show them as they would be in their hometown an NWA champion. You know?
Well, it's funny, like they
Saudi
do.
Arabia.
Yeah.
Well, it's funny they recognize those, but then like they don't recognize Antonio Inoki, who won the WWE title, and then he defended it, gave it back.
That's funny.
Yeah.
But I heard a couple times with that Flair things that they were like legitimately scared for their lives and like people
yeah.
rioting and stuff, and they were like, "No, drop it. Like,
Yeah.
you know, shit's gonna hit the fan
Yeah.
if you don't."
drop it, this is bad
Yeah.
news.
Well, the legend of like Harley Race, the reason they put a belt on him so long was that part of it was like he could legitimately defend it. If there's a situation where somebody wanted to shoot on him, he was tough enough to probably get his ass out of it. You know.
Yeah, that's true. I heard that too, and I was clearly there. What the fuck, man? We're insiders here. Everyone knows that we're insiders. But yeah, so the Riho and Baker match I thought was just absolute garbage, and it really upset me. Watching it embarrassed me.
One, and I think
Yeah.
on my bottom 5 was just Rio in general. Like I was rooting for her for the championship, and then now that I see it, it's like, you know, she's just it sucks because she's way too small. You can't put the belt on somebody that small right away, and
Yeah, it's not really an underdog story at that point, right?
yeah,
No.
yeah, she's coming
It would
out of the gates on top.
It would have, I think, been a really cool thing because everyone was so behind her. It was like, it's one thing I worry with AEW is it feels like things are very obvious. Like, okay, they're gonna put it on Riho. It would have been fucking amazing if Nyla Rose won.
Yeah. We haven't
And just
seen that
crushed-
since then either.
Yeah.
That's something else.
But-
Just as a general conversation, I think the biggest problem AEW has right now is they think that every match has to be 25 minutes. Therefore, you're not getting anybody on TV, but 6, 7 people.
Yeah,
And some people have to be on every week.
Some people have to be on every week, and you gotta have your show in with this and that. Like you've got to do these things, and so it's like you've made this big talent pool where you said everyone here's a top star, and no one here is gonna be a jobber, but you don't have enough TV time to give everyone the matches you're trying to give them. You just don't have it. So now we've got people who've just been fucking absent.
yeah. Well, see, and that's the other thing I was going to bring up is just the whole match with Britt Baker didn't make sense. Why did she get a title shot? They say win and loss records are going to matter, and she's 2-1. In her overall record and her singles record, she's 0-1.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, she gets a title shot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like didn't make sense.
Yeah,
and
win-loss matters.
the two wins she had was because she was tag teamed with Rio.
Yeah.
And it's not like they had a falling out or anything like that. And
No, and she was just there for that match, and you forgot she was there commentating alongside of it.
I know that right now. I think what it is they're like, well, these are clearly our top tier talent. We have to get them up, and I get that. But when it's so new, and you position that record thing, you really should have really weird people coming to the forefront, and that would be really cool. Like I could see with what's happening with Kenny, where Kenny's losing matches. It would be a fantastic story if he's in the bottom and they're even treating him like, why are you an EVP? Why are you at this level? You can't win. And then he's going to tear through the entire fucking company. That's going to be cool as hell.
And if you really think Rio and Britt are your two top stars, why did they just have a title match already?
Stacker
You're on week
said
3.
she was on Dark. I think Rose? Is that who he's talking
Baker.
about? Oh, Baker.
Baker was on Dark. Unless Nyla Rose was on Dark, you can let me know. I don't know about that. I know Britt Baker. I'm pretty sure Britt Baker had a match on Dark last week. But if you think these are your two top stars, well, you've already had a title match week 3. How do you build back to it to make me care, especially when it was that bad? Like, you should have protected them. I also feel like the women aren't good enough to have 25-minute matches that are cohesive and storytelling with a lot of good technical wrestling. Shorten that shit up. Protect them. It's not a matter of not giving them equal time. It's a matter of giving them enough time to get over without letting all their flaws out on the table.
Yeah.
Like, I felt bad for them. Like, why'd they do that to you? Why was it like, hey, just go out there, and if you're like, hey, I don't have enough moves for this, like, fucking figure it out. Well, shit, man.
As you build a division, like Goldberg, they protected Goldberg by having him in short ass matches.
They were intense, yeah.
They're sink or swim.
Yeah.
Sink or swim division.
Go get yourself over, kid. Yeah.
Goddamn gobbledygooker.
Yeah.
This is on you. Huh?
Yeah, we talked about Rio last couple weeks too. Rio is so bad that she's making me a Kairi Sane fan.
Well, Kairi Sane kind of came around to me.
Yeah, that's what I
For
mean.
me.
And I think part of it is just because we've been watching tiny people be really bad in the ring, and then she's tiny but better. I'm all like, well, she's pretty good. I really like Kairi Sane's new makeup. She's got like the red with the. Yeah, I was like, that looks cool.
Just fix that fucking song.
Yeah, that song's gotta go.
Get rid of that wheel, right?
Nyla Rose was on Dark this week. She beat the Librarian. It was garbage. God, I feel so bad for Leva Bates too.
Nope. Sorry.
Kevlar, take your pills. I feel so bad for Leva Bates because she's so good, and they have booked her so horribly and gave her this shit fucking gimmick, and they promised everyone they would never be this way, and this is like just such an example of like. And that whole like Vince McMahon doesn't listen. You like what we tell you to like kind of thing, and people get all mad about that. And I was like, I don't think any business would do that. And this is feeling the same as that kind of stuff, where it's like everyone just said this is a shitty gimmick, and you guys, you'll come around, and it's like, fuck,
No.
no, we're not coming around to the Librarian, and she's so good. You can do anything with her. She's got 1,000 characters she can pull off. That's not one of them.
Well, I think what's frustrating is they don't have time.
Yeah, she's great.
Put them on TV. I could see Peter Avalon or her getting it over if they had the time on TV. When you put them on there and they lose, and you put them against Nyla Rose, they're fucked. Because you're going to put them against... You're not going to have this person you put no build into it be like, we haven't seen Zack Ryder for 3 years. Like, not Zack Ryder now, but like imagine he didn't have the YouTube channel. He just...
Yeah.
Zack Ryder. We haven't seen him in like 3 years. I'm trying to think of a better example of current... Sin Cara came back.
Yeah.
We're going to put him, and you know what he's going to do? He's going to go beat the shit out of Shinsuke Nakamura. We haven't seen him forever. Shinsuke's in a story. We're just going to have him... Yeah.
Andrade.
Yeah. Going to beat him clean.
Yeah.
And it's like, wait, what? No.
Yeah. Why?
You need, like, to build them up in some way. They need vignettes. They really do. They need, like,
And what happened to the vignettes they had? Remember on the pay-per-views they had that warlord guy, they had that woman fighter. Where are they? I haven't seen them yet. I was excited for that. I was like, oh, they're going to be big or something, but we saw the one videos the one time on the pay-per-views, and it's almost like, did you guys not sign them? Did you sign them? Were you hoping that would get them to sign with you?
Yeah.
Like, we just haven't heard back.
Testing the
Again. Yeah.
And those people would be really, like, for the stupid, like, say this inner circle thing. Rather than putting who you believe is your biggest gets together, I don't know, put someone weird in there. It'd be cool if Jericho had, like, some of these people from, like, the Battle Royal, like, Legless guy, Sunny Days. Just have people who are there, like, oh shit, it would be cool, but now it's NWO 4.0. Yeah.
Yeah, it's closer to LWO to me. Because, like, when you look at the end of AEW and you've got all of Inner Circle in the ring, it does not look or feel the same when the show would end with Hogan and Hall and Nash and X-Pac and Bischoff. When you'd see them in the ring, you're just all like, fuck, who's going to beat them? You see Jericho in there with a couple of kids, a dude with fucking disorder and his tongue's hanging out. You see Jack Hager, who doesn't seem to know what to do anymore but scream. Like, you just kind of look at him and go like, yeah, most people could probably win most of these fights.
Yeah.
You know, like, you feel like, well, they could probably win a few, but it doesn't feel the same as watching the NWO. And when it was just the outsiders, when it was like Hall and Nash and they would end the show and they'd go out there with like fucking bats and beat people, you're just like, fuck, dude, they're going to destroy the whole fucking, like, there's nowhere to go. This one feels like, okay, well.
Well, when I said, like, it feels like version 4.0, it's like, it's that diminishing returns thing, like how you had NWO, and then as time went on, they reappeared in WWE, and it's like, oh, cool. And it just gets worse and worse, and then it's like, oh, this is essentially NWO and TNA.
Oh, this is like, you're talking about like when NWO
Like the
merged,
idea of an NWO, like...
when Wolfpack and the White merged again, and then they brought in all of the, like, Virgils and stuff.
Luna's in the house.
GR Lunar made it. What up? L'chaim. Sorry you're not on the show, but lucky for you, that means you didn't have to watch this week. Yeah. Stackhouse says they're getting plenty of time on Dark. Avalon cut a dumbass. Your local sports team sucks promo. The way that they're doing it is he's a heel and she's a face. She shushes him, and then he'd get her ass kicked by Nyla. Oh my god.
Drinking clump,
Are
drinking
you
my
seeing
honor.
stars? Did he put that in, or am I censored?
Oh my god, you're censored.
Oh.
How'd you get clumped?
Wait,
No,
wait.
Well, one is censored. Yeah.
Which one's censored?
Mine are still censored.
You guys are all censored, and I'm not censored.
Well, for one of them, I have. See, this
Fucking
one's
you.
censored. This one's not.
Goddamn Utah
Oh.
Vision.
That's funny.
So I guess the librarians are getting a ton of time on Dark. That makes sense. I guess that's where you put them, really. I just think it's a shame. It's a shame. It's a waste of great talent. It's horrible booking in the face of we aren't horrible booking. Goddamn, that was Jericho's promo 2 weeks ago. What the fuck? It wouldn't take a lot. That's the thing I think that makes me the most mad. Is it would take very little for you guys to actually do the things you said you would do, but you're still not doing them. So it's kind of like, fuck, oh god.
You
Like
could
when
be
your uncle
truly
puts his
new.
wiener on your shoulder. Like, come on.
Again.
Yeah. You know, it's like, dude.
Oh, I don't touch my face that time.
Yeah. Haven't watched Dark yet, but I did watch Power. Oh, yeah. GR Lunar said he was going to start being our NWA aficionado.
Cool.
So let us know what you thought.
He also wants me to drink, which
He's drinking. Yeah. Staying hydrated. So that brings us to your top of the worst.
top of the worst.
Yeah.
I want to get this up before you guys do.
Do it.
Seth versus Bray at Saudi Arabia. We haven't seen it, but the announcement of it itself is...
The announcement of a match.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm concerned, I'm upset because of things we've talked about prior. Saudi Arabia is this vacuum that exists and doesn't exist at the same time. So what you're saying and doing that and booking this is Seth's going to win. And
Yeah.
that can't happen.
Yeah, that's
He's-
going to be horrible. The only way that they get out of this without turd on their lips is if Bray Wyatt wins and leaves there with the Universal title.
I wonder, like, how will it work? Will Bray even be able to come out to his entrance there? Like the head and stuff like that?
They love that shit there, I thought. Oh, damn it.
No, for
Oh, what?
different
No.
reasons.
What? Because of the movies and stuff.
It's a Washington Post journalist said.
What did I say? Yeah.
But no, I mean, but I don't. One is it.
Kevlar just like takes his mic off. I'm like, all right. So leaves.
So they're gonna do the false count anywhere match in this stadium?
In the stadium, and they're all well.
Yeah, they're not gonna do that there.
Where are they gonna go?
They're
They
gonna
can't go in the audience. It's fucking illegal.
So they're not gonna do that. They're gonna have
Ooh, what if they do like some of that shitty Rock Mankind stuff where
I
they
was
go
gonna say they were gonna go backstage and then show videos of something that they did before.
and then they're gonna put Bray in like a trash compactor. It's gonna drive away, and that's how the match is
Have a
gonna
camera on the.
Wait, can they do another
Fourth
empty
match.
arena match? TCC's available.
go. Hell yeah, dude.
It'd be awesome. I love finding that out.
I do like that it says that. How do they word it? Can't stop this match for any reason.
We're acknowledging that we fucked up in this capacity.
Also, it just sounds like the never-ending story. Like a falls count anywhere, and nothing can end the match, including pinfalls. I don't care if you get a 9 count. The match goes on.
Never ending story.
Like somebody in church.
Hell yeah, dude. I'm a cherub.
So they're gonna fight on Falcor.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Let's go, Falcor. You can't help it, man. You can't help it.
I can't. Yeah, it's if you want if you want to make me do things, just make that beat. Okay.
Yeah.
Just any chance.
Yeah, any champ will do.
Please nothing
Yeah,
racist.
I'm definitely not excited for the match. I'm not excited for the event in general, just because what we talked about Saudi Arabia before. It's just kind of like the WrestleMania of house shows, so it's hard to be excited about it. I am really curious about how they're going to try and get out of this, because again, we've got the crowd turning on Seth. They're booing him, chanting CM Punk, we want Wyatt, all that shit. they're not cheering him, and now you put him again in a match where, dude, and Bray gets cheered every time he fucks up Seth. So how are you going to put this together where you don't have him drop the title without making people just that much more upset?
I've wondered if the reason they're doing this in Saudi Arabia this quickly is this might be the only place where Seth will get cheers.
Yeah.
Because he'll get cheers because he's the face, and clearly he's the face because he gets cheers there.
That's true. The crowd out there is really weird. They just try to get all the chants in.
Yeah, they're just happy for anyone.
Yeah,
They're just happy to be here.
Remember, what was it, Andrade versus Finn, and they were chanting NXT? Like, they never fought in NXT.
Yeah.
They weren't even in NXT at the same time. The contracts did not overlap.
Well, see, I'm just wondering if, because Taker's there, if Taker has something to do with it.
That's what I've been saying forever. He needs to. I want him to show up and disappear with the Fiend in a fucking chokehold.
Those pictures of Taker with fans in Saudi Arabia have been hilarious for all the wrong reasons because he
They're
just
pretty
looks
cool.
done. Like,
Yeah. He's like, God damn it. You see the fan footage of the dark match after Raw Monday. The crowd booed Seth hardcore. I saw it last week. I didn't see if they did it again this week, but they've been booing the shit out of him after every.
He said last week. No,
He just said in general.
you don't know that he
Just
said
don't
last
know.
week.
I don't know. Maybe it was this week. Could have been. I definitely saw it last week. It was fucking brutal.
so that is my worst.
Yeah,
Like that.
is just when you thought we'd fucked it up and made you never want to see it again, we're gonna do it again.
And-
Yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
That won't live in a vacuum. I know that we treat these events like it doesn't maintain, but something that shitty and dumb, that's going to come back here.
Yeah, it will.
And
That's gonna be worse than Goldberg.
Yeah, no. It's
Yeah, well, see, and that's one of the things that almost made my bottom 5 is a match they announced there.
Oh.
No, not
Well,
yet.
we're going around for bottom 5. Hit your next bottom 5. Do it now.
Well, it was almost there. I think something else bumped it.
Oh, it didn't make it? So it was your honorable mention?
Yeah.
All right.
My honorable mention, bottom 5,
Yeah.
was the announcement that Cesaro was facing Mansoor,
Oh, yeah.
the winner of the Rumble, from there.
Yeah, I think that's cool for Mansoor to do his
But how?
thing.
But
and-
how bad? How bad are you shitting on Cesaro at this point?
at this
No,
point Cesaro's
it's-
been
It's to protect Mansoor, and because, like, who are you going to put him with that's going to make him look as good? Cesaro's incredible. He's
Yeah.
going to make that look fucking good.
Yeah.
Cassiozano. The NXT stick.
You can't put him out there with his little fucking underwears and his long night shirt
Plus,
and think he's going to get cheered.
plus they're gonna put something on him because he's got big man moves.
He's got the big old man boobs. He's got the floppy man thighs.
I'm sorry, Chris Hero, but you need to lose some weight.
He's awesome too, dude. And his presence on Twitter is amazing.
Problem.
Probably.
I said he has a
They had a
glandular
cage
problem.
match, and anytime Seth hit Bray, they booed, and they had those shitty red lights again. Yeah, those red lights have got to
Dude,
go.
those, yeah.
But they've already announced a cage match for them too. After Hell in a Cell, after Crown Jewel, they said that there's going to be like on a Raw, and like a week or two after, there's going to be Bray versus Seth in a cage match or some shit.
But they're on 2 different shows. Is Wildcard coming back?
Get your wild card air horn shirt. ProWrestlingTees.com/wrestling on the rocks.
In 5 years, nobody will know what the fuck you're talking about.
No, buy it now.
Get them now where they're hot.
Yeah, get them over.
But yeah. Also, this seems like it's been such a fucking reverse order because Hell in a Cell is the ultimate match.
Yeah.
What are we gonna do? Keep going, and it's just gonna keep going back to like, you know what? We're just gonna have a regular.
Push him out of a plane match.
Bring barbed wire exploding ring death match. Oh, that'd be cool.
Ooh, the Explosion C4 matches that you showed me. Mm-hmm. We're all like, why did they sign up for this?
Piranha C4.
How was work last night? It's good.
Piranha hanging off your arm and shit.
Yeah.
The fuck happened?
Let's see, it brings it to me to a second top 5. And
didn't
it's a
put mine
short
in order,
one. It is, well, this was not in order of importance at all.
No.
This was not.
I thought
Because
we
my
were supposed to
favorite
rank
thing that
them.
happened has not been said yet. I just don't want to, if we talk about the coolest thing that happened all week, there's not enough meat to keep the show up. But I put Shorty G. Shorty G on the mic. That is the single best promo that we've seen Gable do ever in the history of time.
He's not done that many fucking promos.
He's done a lot. Because
He's
when
done-
he was remember?
Yeah.
Every time American Alpha would come out, he'd come out with the mic and do stupid, shitty fuck. God, I want to beat the shit out of him. I hated him so fucking bad. But this time he comes out and he sounded fluid, he sounded natural, he sounded in ways inspiring, and he sounded good. And he didn't stutter, he came off clear, he looked good. I thought he did an awesome job. And I was like, that's the fucking dude that everyone else was cheering that I was trying to piss on, because fuck that guy. But fucking brings you around. What do you think of the Shorty G promo?
Shorty G is in my worst.
What are you talking about?
I like Shorty G. I like how he's embraced it.
That's exactly the whole point of it. Yeah, it's amazing. Remember I said that like a week or two ago when they started saying Short. He called himself Shorty Gable, and both you and Shorty Gabe. Both you guys were all like, "This is bullshit. I hate it." And I was like, "Well, but if he's embracing this thing and he comes out and he says a thing, like," and you guys are like, "Well, maybe." And that's what he did. He came out and he cut this fucking killer promo. That was a great promo. If Seth ever did that promo, I'd still hate him.
I
Just a little.
That's better than any of this shit that just a little bit joke.
Jared Lunar says,
Gable has the best chaos theory in the game. What game and what are you talking about? What's chaos theory?
He's got the best square fucking head in the game.
His head is a cube. Yeah. More so by his fucking curly cut. Yeah, I don't know. Is that 2K20, was it? YouTube. We got a link. Let's see what's going on here. Chad Gable, Chaos Theory. Oh, he's just saying in wrestling. Oh, the
his
whole,
style,
yeah, the roll in the thing. Yeah, no, his fucking,
Flip.
when he rolls through and does this German, it's fucking incredible.
He's great in matches. I'm not knocking that. I
amazing.
fucking hate the Shorty G gimmick. I just really do. I'm like,
If you're going to do it, this is the way to do it.
Yeah.
yeah.
No, I'm not.
This is the way to fucking do it.
I mean,
Like, this is it. I mean, what was the last thing we had with the bullying that was... I mean, we had Alexa and Nia Jax. And how fucking brutal was that? It was just fucking Alexa calling Nia a blubbery whale. Lo and behold, it turns out she was right. And that's devastating.
well, even then it was actually like it was so pulling punches. It was kind of funny though,
Yeah.
because I kind of wanted it to be like just someone yelling, "You fat bitch!" and just
Yeah,
fight.
exactly. That's their point.
You fat bitch, fight.
You whore. Yeah, it wasn't cool to watch that. This is a cool way to do it because here's the person being bullied, not just fucking like, because the whole Nia Alexa thing came off weird and shitty. This is a cool way to do it. That person seems like a hero immediately.
Yeah.
Like, I'm behind Gable. I hope they only sell his shirts in toddler size. But
Crop tops.
crop tops and stuff.
Actual size.
Yeah.
Or if you get a bigger size, they're badly sewn together. Like you can like.
It's good patchy. Yeah.
2 different colors.
Yeah,
Like
exactly.
a different color card door.
Yeah.
Like fabric glue it onto a bigger shirt. Like,
Hell yeah. But I was talking more specifically about his work on the mic. I thought it was absolutely incredible.
Yeah.
The way he's utilizing his gimmick, cool way to do it. If you're gonna do it, this is the way to do it. I think the name Shorty G is stupid, but what are you gonna do? What's next on your top?
Little G, short G.
my top, I'll go with Brian Cage versus Sami Callihan at Bound for Glory.
Okay.
It was a good match. It was a really, really good match. I liked it a lot.
Right. Oh, I sent you a really cool one of Brian Cage using Wolverine claws.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Brian Cage is so good. Like, I know at some point he's got to go to the WWE, and I want to see him get there, though.
He's got to.
Yeah. Though I think any argument about performance testing will be knocked out the fucking door
Oh
when he
yeah,
comes in.
he'll have a hard time fighting that one.
Yeah, he came out looking like Weapon X. It was fantastic, and his match was amazing, and the ending was really cool. Yeah.
Yeah, time more about the match. I've been saying for a long time that I thought Brian Cage... There it is. Brian Cage is a star. When we were at StarCast, he was there, and I didn't even get like the meet and greet thing, but I walked us by, and I was all like, look at him. He's gonna be a fucking star. Like, this dude, like, he's incredible. And Lucha Underground, he was the one dude I was all like, fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Him and Angelico, I both thought were fuck. Oh, and then Puma, obviously. But
Well, and Matanza Cueto, which he's in the GPW now.
Yeah.
Jeff Cobb.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, Brian Cage, I was like, this guy's incredible. My understanding, the things I did read about this match was that it had to get cut short. Brian Cage hurt his back or some shit, so there was things they didn't do, and that Brian Cage wasn't super happy with the match. I really don't like Sami Callihan at all, but I really like Brian Cage. So yeah, talk about the match a little bit.
It was a good match. I read about that too. I didn't really notice the loss of time in it or the injury. They did bring out, weapons because it's Sami Callihan, but it worked out really well. And I just thought it was a really good, solid match. It was a good mix of weapons and attacks and shit with this big, scary fucking monster who can work with you just because he can move you around. Like there's no issues with. He'll make you look like Marco Stunt. Doesn't matter your size.
Yeah.
And so he can make you look awesome or make you look like shit. It was fantastic, I thought.
Yeah, he's incredible. And he's the kind of dude, too, where it's like, I don't know if I can pull this move off. He's the type of dude to be like, I'll get you there.
Yeah.
Like, don't worry.
I don't know if I can jump that far. I'll throw you.
Yeah. All right, I'll just toss you an extra 30 feet.
Yeah.
And see why not. Have you seen any Brian Cage matches?
Nope.
Yeah, you'll like him. He's good. He's this hugely jacked dude who performs like a lucha.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy. When you watch it, you're like, this doesn't make sense.
He makes Brock Lesnar, when Brock Lesnar first came in, you're like, holy fuck. He makes him look small.
Yeah.
It's like, he's 300 pounds, he's like 6'2", and it's like all frightening ass, like muscle, like, oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah. It's insane. He looks like a fucking little He-Man toy.
Nice.
And when he comes at his music or his entrances, I'm a machine, it just keeps going. It's like,
Yeah, we
Yeah.
both heard different things.
Yeah, you said something. You drooled for a minute, pal.
I don't know if this Pellegrino has alcohol in it.
Did you have another top?
Who put some in there?
Now, this week we are covering a couple things in our top that are not things we typically cover, but that's just been the week of wrestling. That if you want us to talk about the best things that happened this week, it isn't gonna be a lot of WWE and AEW this week.
Yep. The only another thing on my
That's the squirrel.
Yep. It's getting angry.
feed me my dinner. The other thing I saw, and it was just something that I saw on the interwebs, was when Randy Orton, I don't know if you guys saw it, some girl dropped her phone on the outside of the barricade, and after, I think it was a dark match, he goes over there and picks it up, takes a selfie with it, and then takes a selfie with her and gives it back to her. Just thought it was cool. I like Randy Orton. I think he's awesome, and especially when he breaks kayfabe, it's the best.
Oh yeah, he's great. Was it Stephanie and Triple H did that at an event not that long ago, where there was some girl like hanging over, being like, guys, and they just like bloop, pulled it out of her hand, took a couple pictures together, and then handed it back.
Yeah.
And so then she just like posted these pictures of them all like just being all cheesy. Stephanie looks like she's laughing hysterically because Triple H is like, eh.
Nice.
Yeah, I was gonna kick out of when they do shit like that.
I think Randy would be, he as a person, he's a great face because he's just like silly, but he's the best heel because when you try and make him a face and stuff and make him this like the good guy, it doesn't work out. He's really a Stone Cold. Like he'd be cool if he just was like, I'm an asshole, but you like me even though I'm an asshole. Like he's Eddie Guerrero. Yeah. Just, well, I don't want to compare him to Eddie Guerrero because Eddie Guerrero, but like, he's.
He's incredible and he's smooth in the ring, and I think it's one of the reasons why it's hard to boo him, but also hard to see him as a face, because he's just Stone Cold Killer in there.
Yeah.
And you're like, man.
So there's not much in the wrestling world.
It's been sparking your interest there. Let's see. So that brings us back to the bottom. So this is something that's been bothering me for a couple of weeks now, and I'm deciding to talk about it this week. But it is AEW in general using inside terms on their show. I don't like it, man. When was it Christopher Daniels? Excalibur's like, Christopher Daniels got a stinger, but he'll be okay. Jericho saying, well, that was a shoot, man. And then JR saying, Moxley and Omega have great chemistry in the ring, so you know it's going to be a good outing. And you're like, don't tell me they have good chemistry. Tell me that these are two brutal fighters who hate each other.
Yeah, but you hear that all the time.
In review. You know what I mean? Like if I'm watching the match, I want to think this is a fight. If you want me to think that Omega and Moxley hate each other, don't tell me they've got great chemistry. Tell me that they fucking hate each other and they
Well, I guess
make
you
each other
hear-
more violent.
Yeah, I guess you hear chemistry more of like a tag team
Yeah,
and stuff like that.
exactly. And I don't like them
But
just
stingers
talking that way.
Just that's a term everyone uses.
I don't think everyone uses it.
A lot, you hear it all the time in sports.
In sports?
Yeah.
But it's also
Real sports.
on. It's also on. Producer. It's also on TNT, so it's supposed to be for everyone. So I mean, if I'm a casual viewer, I'm
Oh,
not
you might
under.
know what they're saying.
Oh yeah, I would have no idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, but a stinger's a stinger. Like,
Yeah, maybe. It's
Again,
just- and that was only
but
one of the
that's
3 or
not-
4 things. Because there was another thing that they'd said that I was like, just stop talking smart.
Yeah.
Just be a wrestling show about fighters, and I'll
well,
be happy
Jericho
with
was
it.
using shoot.
That
Yeah.
one really
Yeah.
does bug me.
Yeah.
Because I can even get the chemistry thing. You can say like, this is gonna be a really good match because these guys put on a good show. They hate, like you can say, they fight like motherfuckers, but they put on a good show. It'll be amazing to watch. That line, it's a shoot, that always bugs me because I know kayfabe's kind of in flux, and I know what a shoot versus a
Yeah.
what it means. Just fucking don't do it.
Yeah, and I don't like it when they say, that's not a work. And you're like, fucking stop.
And I think for producer being so new, when I think about when we watched the Hart, the Hart match.
Oh, we watched Owen versus Brett WrestleMania 10 like last weekend. She'd never seen it before. They never said these guys have great chemistry here.
Yeah, and
You know what I mean? Like-
was able to just enjoy it for what it was and get
Yeah.
believe
They
it.
talk about them being incredible technicians and them, evenly matched. Like there's other ways to say that they have good chemistry without saying they have good chemistry. I mean, you never heard them say that about Brett and Shawn. They didn't say that leading into the Iron Man match. Well, these two have good chemistry out there, so it's going to be a
They do.
great fucking performance.
They legit wanted to beat the shit out of each other.
Yeah, that's what we wanted to see. You just told me Omega and Moxley are buddies. Fucking great. Thanks.
When you say like that, like shoot part, or when you're saying that, I'm wondering like, when they say it the other way, like, so what? I should when you don't say that, I should expect these people to really hate each other and put on a shit show because they don't like each other.
No, but I can get into it. I can get into it as I can lose myself in 2 hours of fighting and think
no,
these
no.
people are fighting.
No, like if when you're saying like, oh, they have great chemistry, and this is like saying those terms, when a match is shitty and they're not saying like, oh, they have good chemistry, to be led on that, oh, well, Cody and Sammy don't really like each other, so they kind of phone this shit in because they're not doing great.
Oh, yeah. Ryu and Baker do not have good chemistry.
Sorry, real quick. We're going from red to green to yellow. It's kind of bouncing around.
All right, well, let us know how we're doing, guys.
All right.
Let us know if we're getting choppy or anything.
Yep.
Does it look choppy to you?
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
It was
Like
for
I
a second
dropped
for
my
me,
glass.
and then it cleared up.
Oh, yeah.
That's all.
We're back on green.
We're back on.
We're back on green.
So
I'm going to...
Give me the green light.
Where do you want to go? Oh, oh.
Trace loves that song.
So good, dude.
Gets hyped for it.
Yeah, so the smart talking, I'm not a fan of.
No.
You don't got to talk smart to say, oh, well, our fans are smart, so they know that. I mean, even
But
with
they're
all
not
the
going
way,
for the casual viewers. That's their whole
they're
fucking
not, but
thing.
they're also fucking annoying the shit out of a non-casual viewer.
One, it's something
I mean,
that
when Omega talks about all his matches being these performances, and I'm just doing it's my performance art. Well, fuck, I'm gonna see you
I
with
didn't
barbed
like that.
wire now and
Yeah.
think that you're a badass.
Yeah. I didn't like that.
When he
When
like dances.
it takes away from like, I like when I
When
hear
he starts
them.
running.
Yeah,
Yeah, every time he runs.
yeah. I like when I hear it in an interview.
It's like the Nutcracker.
Like not on the show, because the show's to me like a separate a thing. I don't mind. I like it when I hear it in an interview. Like I like when I hear like Edge saying, I really liked or when Bradshaw like, I really liked working with Eddie.
Oh yeah,
Like that is cool. Like when at the Eddie Memorial,
yeah.
I loved hearing people that had these feuds talk about it because that's separate from the matches.
And it's
when,
away from it.
Yeah.
Like they're talking about it leading into it. Like tell me about it after the fact.
Yeah, and like when the terms like inside they're cool. The inside terms are cool when you're talking to your friends about it because it's like, yeah, this is the thing we share.
Yeah, we're cool. We're smart.
Yeah.
We're not.
Yeah.
We say it so we think we're cool.
Yeah.
Dumbasses.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
just dumbasses.
Can you pass me the roses?
He needs a photo.
It was made by Brent Elliott.
Oh, Jesus. Well, thank you, Mr. Elliott.
How many rosés is it? Is it Quattros?
Yeah, gotta go.
Wrong kind of cork.
Um,
Should I do mine? The next bottom.
yeah, let's get on the bottom.
Okay.
My favorite.
It is too. Man's man. It's the man's man's favorite.
Rusev and King's Court.
He's a clump. A man's clump. You said Rusev
In King's Court.
on King's Court. That was on my list as well.
Yeah.
As far as I put Lana and Bobby on King's Court, but same segment.
Yeah. Mainly just this story. It's
Yeah, it's gotta go.
yeah. No, I love Rusev. He puts everything into this, and I think he's fantastic. But you do things like this, and you're like, this really fucking sucks for him. This is terrible. It's terrible. This could be so.
Sorry.
No, good.
No, I was gonna say because it's been bothering me, but I've never looked it up. Are they actually separated?
I don't think so, but I guess I
No.
don't know. I guess this is so bad, I'm not interested to know.
Yeah, I don't care.
Yeah.
I'm yeah. Because I mean, I would be pissed if, it's like, hey, your job's sitting there and your wife's gonna make out with this dude and
Well,
do all sorts
she
of
did
shit
it
like
before
that.
with Dolph Ziggler.
But they weren't married then, were they?
They were definitely together.
Lana.
Yeah.
She a hoe.
Oh, my thing froze.
Yeah.
Are we all frozen?
No, not according to this one. No.
I'm frozen on both of these.
Me too.
Stackhouse, can you hear me?
Stackhouse, can you hear me?
It keeps on fluctuating.
I know, which sucks is it looks fine over there, but it looks frozen as fuck here. Maybe.
Yeah, now it's green, now it's red. Like,
Yeah.
the hell? I'm not really
Alright. I guess maybe stop it and start it.
Hmm.
sure.
If you can hear us, we'll be right
We're gonna
back.
stop.
I'm gonna run an ad. Just hit stop.